Hello folks, so here we are back in the garage, and I am not working on a chainsaw today, but rather another piece of equipment. You have seen it on the channel before, and it has a very small Ohlsson Rice 3/4 horsepower engine, 2-stroke. The fuel can or fuel tank is about the size of a Campbell soup can, and if you remember, this is the small handheld snowblower. It's a Polaris Power Pole, and I believe these were manufactured in the early 60s. And this one, well, you've seen it run on the channel before, but I can't get it to start, and I don't seem to have any spark. So I'm going to start some disassembly, and we're going to get down into the points on this machine and see if we can't get some life out of it. So just come along and we'll talk about it as we go. So everything that I've kind of found about Ohlsson Rice, a lot of people haven't heard of them before, and it is they manufactured small engines, and especially engines a lot smaller than this that went on usually radio controlled airplanes, boats, maybe cars even. I'm not exactly sure all the extent of the things that they built engines for. But I do know that they had this engine, which is a 3/4 horsepower engine, and they had a 1 horsepower engine as well that that they used as well on other pieces of equipment, and you can see that this is a fairly small spark plug. This one is a Champion UY6. Okay, and so we got that out, and I'm going to got some metal shrouds here I need to get off, and I'm going to take the starter assembly off. Let's see, what do I do with my screwdriver? So these very simple 2-stroke engines. The carburetor is tiny, and from what I can tell, doesn't require doesn't have like an impulse hole or an impulse line or anything. It's just, as far as I can tell, it's just gravity fed to the carburetor, where there's a needle, and I think just a pressure drop in the carburetor makes the diaphragm in there move. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm not 100% sure on that, but there just isn't a lot of, to tell you the truth, there's not a lot of information on these. I did watch a video that had, I don't know, it was from maybe 10 years ago, where the gentleman was taking apart a 1 horsepower version of this engine, and I mean, that one looked almost brand new, but it didn't have spark either, and he got in and cleaned the points and was able to get spark out of it, and I kind of figured that's what's going on with this one, where it just didn't want to have any spark. So we got a couple of screws here that hold the the starter housing on. I think, let's see, 1, 2, there's 5 of these small screws. They're all Phillips head. And just small little screws. Okay, there's those. And here we go. I think we can, oh, there we go. No, that one was loose. I have to tighten that up next time I want to go to put it back together. Boy, it doesn't look like this has been used all that much. Sorry about the light. There you go. Now you can see it. You know, it seems to work nicely. Not much wear on it, on the teeth in there. I think this is a very low hour machine. The stickers on the engine are just really nice. They're very well preserved. Okay, so here we have this here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm moving it with my fingers there. That's a I think it's like a governor. Almost. That's what it looks like anyway. It goes down to the carburetor and looks like it adjusts the one of the butterflies inside the carburetor. Here's the flywheel here. Got some fins on it to move air for cooling, and also to keep that governor, or keep the engine at the right speed. All right, well, I'm going to take a little bit of rope and I'm going to put it down inside the spark plug hole, and then I'm going to see if I can get this nut off for the flywheel. I don't want to damage anything as I'm working on this, so I'm trying to use all soft materials. Okay, find the right size here. I'm going to say this is probably standard and not metric, so I figure probably 7/16 is what it looks like. Yep. Here we go. There we go. We got it. All right, now I'm not going to take it off all the way. I'm going to see, how do I want to do this? I was going to try using I've got a copper hammer here. Very well used proto copper hammer. And I was going to see if I could just put put some tension on this, pulling out, and just try to tap on this to see if I could get that flywheel to come off. Not yet. There we go, got it. Only took a couple of hits. Okay, it's got just a taper and a little woodruff key. I'm not going to take the woodruff key out, and I'm not going to take the the seal or anything off of here. Boy, it's really looking pretty good. I'm going to pause you here. I'll get the camera off the stand so that you can see this up close. Okay, so here we are. You can see up close. You know, here's the flywheel. You know, fairly simple aluminum flywheel with 3 magnets in it. And here's the crankshaft. Underneath this is the where the points are. And here's the starter housing. And it says that the original fuel mixture on this was 24:1. And they say to use outboard oil on this. And the breaker points gap is 20 thousandths. The spark plug gap is 30 thousandths. And you're supposed to clean the muffler every 25 hours of operation. And it gives, you know, starting directions. You know, pretty informative. So we're going to take off this piece here. Sounds like aluminum, probably. We're going to take that off, and we're going to go in there and see what the points look like. Not too tight. And there are the points. Okay, well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get you in there to be able to see, but I'll put this back up on the stand, and we'll clean those points and see if we can get some spark out of this thing. Okay, I know this is going to be hard to see, you know, as I'm doing this, but you know, I'm just going to take some sandpaper here and get it. Let me pull this out. And I'm just going to get this in between the 2 contactors there, and I'm getting a little bit of debris, dirt off of them. Grab my light. Don't look too bad. I don't have any kind of a razor blade or anything, so I'm just gonna do that a few more times. And this is pretty easy to assemble, so I'll just put it back together real quick, and we'll try to see if we have any spark. Let me see if I can find a little rag, something I can put in between there and pull it through just to clean anything off of there. Okay. Oh, sounds like my wife let the dogs out. Those of you who are, you know, regular watchers of the channel know that I have 2 little Shih Tzus, and they're kind of crazy sometimes. They just really like to run around, and I don't know if I should say this or not, but they kind of run around like a chicken with their head cut off. It's kind of funny. Okay, well, I think that's got it. So I'm just gonna put this cover back on. And we'll see if we can't get some life out of this little tiny engine. Okay, ooh, magnets are pretty strong. Look fairly clean. So you put it straight up and down. Well, that looks good. Okay. All right, and this spins clockwise. I'm hitting something. I don't know, I'm hitting something. I'm gonna have to take that back off. Well, now I can't get it off. Okay, so well, I took it off, and I didn't quite have that that plate down. It was just a touch off, so it was rubbing on the back side of the flywheel. All right, well, I'm gonna quick check my gap here. I'm just gonna throw just a card in there to make sure we're good on just you know, it's kind of like a business card, but there we go. Okay, we'll tighten that down. Pull that out. Okay, well, I think we're ready to try it here. Put the spark plug in it, and hopefully we'll be able to see some spark. I'm just gonna spin it with the drill. See if we come up with anything. Oh, you see that? Let me see if, I don't know if it's close enough. So let me get you right in nice and close. As long as my drill still fits on there. Well, I can see it. So yes, we have some spark. Well, that is good news. Okay. I was worried that, you know, something happened to the coil or the condenser on it, and I can't imagine that those are going to be easy parts to find. these engines just don't seem to be very common. But when I saw this at a house that was selling some chainsaws, I opted to buy this instead of the chainsaws, and I just thought it was a super cool little engine. Might not be able to get this on with that fin tightened up. The gas tank's kind of in the way, so I'll loosen it up, see if I can get it on there, and then at some point maybe I'll take it off, take the gas tank off. No, something's not right. I think I've got oh, that was pinched. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll tighten these back up. And with any luck, we'll be able to get this to fire. One, two, three, four, five. Unfortunately, the gas tank on this was damaged when I bought it, and I don't think I ever be able to find a replacement for it, but it holds fuel, so I'm okay with that, I guess. It kind of sucks that it's damaged, but I think it'll work. Okay, I'm gonna pause you here, get this down off of the tote that I've got it on. Oops, I got one more plate to put on here. Get this on, and then we'll be able to try to fire this up. Go around so I can see what I'm doing. Uh-oh, I'm leaking fuel. I don't know where that is coming from. Well, I better take this shroud back off so I can see where the fuel line is. I bet I just broke the fuel line installing this shroud. Come on. Well, I didn't break it, but the fuel line came off. And of course, I don't have any needle nose pliers out here. All right, well, maybe I'll just try it like that. Okay, here we go. So I've got a little button you can push to get some fuel in the carburetor. I've got it on choke. And let's see what happens. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, it's running. That's good. Oh my, how does that go? Well, I'm gonna have to figure out that governor. I didn't notice that it was disconnected off of the the butterfly there. But hey, we've got a runner. Well, it was. Well, we better check it again to see if we have any spark. Yep, we still have spark. So I think I'm going to have to take the gas tank off and clean it. Maybe do a little bit of, take the carburetor apart, clean the carburetor. Yep. Anyway, okay, well, we heard it fire, so that was what I wanted to get taken care of today. And boy, it's a, as you can see, very simple engine, pretty neat little thing. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.